What's going on, good people? It's your boy RGG, a regular gun guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I bring you gun content that everybody can relate to. If this is your first time here and you enjoy this video, leave me a thumbs up and smash that sub button. And if you're returning to the channel, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. All right, so today we're here to talk about a CZ, y'all. CZ P10C ported. So there's been a lot of talk about this gun recently. So the CZ P10 series has been around for quite some time. I don't know exactly when it started. I've never owned one. So this is my first P10 of any sort. But earlier this year, CZ released the CZ P10C ported. That's what we have here today. And I have not ran one round through this gun as of yet. So as you can see, it's empty. So we'll be talking about this today. Take my glasses off till it's time to shoot. Whew, it's a little warm in Florida, man. So we'll be talking about this firearm today, and I'll actually be running it through my new rating system, which has become pretty popular in my last few videos. So you could go back, check out the one on the Bursa and the one I did on the TX22 Compact. And today we'll be running the CZ P10C ported through the same rating system. It's just meant to be a practical rating system. It's still my opinion, but I try to go over the things that I think matter the most to people. I made some tweaks to it. You'll see that in the one that I did for the TX22, and you'll also see those tweaks in the one today. So always watch the comments. People seem to be loving the new rating system. I try to make the changes that I think make the most sense. So really quick, the things that we're gonna talk about is the packaging, build quality, the features. Next up, we'll talk about the trigger. For all my trigger snobs out there, we'll talk about reliability. Now, I like to talk practical reliability. So when I have a new gun, such as this one, fresh out of the box, we try to do what we call the first 250. So it's the first 250 rounds. I think every gun should get a 10 out of 10 on the first 250 rounds. If it's a gun that I'm going back, revisiting and running it through this new scoring system, how reliable has it been overall? Next, availability we'll talk about. Usage, what is it used for? Performance, recoil, practical accuracy, how easy is it to stay on target, that type of thing. Just the overall performance, brand reputation. So this is something that we changed from the original one. At first it was like brand recognition, and I don't know what made me say that. And then once we got all of that, then we go to the BFB, bang for your buck, BFYB. Bang for your buck, right? Is it worth the money, the value? So let's talk about the packaging. I love the idea that it comes in the hard case. CZ changed the boxes, man. Y'all know how them Shadow 2 boxes look in some of the other CZ boxes, so I'm liking this a lot. So let's take a look at what comes in the box. Beautiful CZ P10C ported. Move the gun out the way. Comes with 2 magazines, toolkit, extra back straps, extended base plates. You get 2 of them, 1 for each mag. Shout out to Click Click Bang for putting the extra goodies in the box. Your lock, got some manuals and stuff up here. Your warranty card, I guess. CZ Firearm Club. Okay, let's talk about the build quality, right? We still haven't ran any rounds through this thing. Personally, I think the build quality on it is solid, right? Feels really good. Be a polymer gun. You know, CZ always does a good job with their firearms. I own a few CZs, but I like the build quality on it. Everything on it feels good. I have no complaints about the build quality. Next up, let's talk about the features. So after looking over this gun a few days, man, just handling it, being around it before I made it out here to the range, I actually think the features on the gun are pretty nice, feature packed if you ask me. I love the serrations on it. I never owned the original P10, so I don't have anything to compare it back to. I love the stippling on the grip. It's got the right amount of aggression in my personal opinion. It's actually ambi in terms of like the slide stop. So as you can see, it's got the ambi slide stop on there. It's got night sights on there, adjustable sights. It's also got the chunk port in front, which is the main change and feature of the actual firearm itself. That port is what's attracting a lot of people to it, and we'll see if that port is actually working as we go on. It is optic ready. You have to get the plate for it, so you can kind of get plate for whatever optic you want. It's got a trigger safety on there, and then we'll talk about the trigger a little bit later. It takes down like a Glock. I think that's pretty much the features on the firearm. Next up, we'll talk about the trigger. For all my trigger snobs out there, it is empty. Downrange, safe. Let's get a close-up of the trigger here. Show you the take-up. There's your wall. So it's got a pretty long take-up to be able to prep it. Nice break. See the reset. Not bad. See the break. Reset. Pretty good for a striker fire, better than a Glock trigger. So like I said, it came with 2 magazines. We're gonna get the magazines loaded up. I'm gonna start out shooting some 115 grain BPS ammo. I don't even know what that, I've never heard of it before. Maybe you guys have, but this is my first time using it. In my opinion, this is a defense gun, a workhorse gun, so it should run everything. So out of the first 250 rounds, I plan to not only run these, but I definitely got to run a couple magazines of hollows, and I want to run some 147 grain. I got some 147 grain Federals here, and hopefully it holds up, because this could possibly be a carry gun, man. Who knows? So we're going to run this thing and then let you guys know the rest of the stuff. All right, guys. So, and also, if you notice, I didn't do anything to the gun. I didn't put a red dot on it. I didn't do anything to it as of yet. I didn't put no light, nothing. I didn't even put the extended base plates on there, nothing. I didn't do anything aesthetically to it. I just wanted to run it fresh out the box as I do this initial thoughts on it. I'll show you guys the target that I'm using, kind of one of those USPSA practice targets, but just to kind of show you where we hitting. Let's get these first shots down range. Let's see how this CZ P10C performs. Here we go. First shots. Irons, man. Old bulbs ain't what they used to be. Okay. Drop the mag. Make safe. Lay that down, get my ammo, because ammo is expensive. And I'll take you down range so you can get an idea of what's going on here. So those are those first shots, and I'm about 7 yards away. Not too bad. So I decided I would back it up to 10 yards, and that's still, to me, within practical accuracy. And I'm gonna aim at the top A zone on the target. We'll do 5 shots up top. Take you guys down, make safe. I took 6 shots instead of 5, my no count self. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 10 yards. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad when you're talking about a defense pistol with iron sights. I'm actually liking it. Right now, I'm at about probably a couple hundred rounds through it. These last rounds, I'm gonna run from my mixed bag. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's a lot of different stuff in there. I got some steel case in here and a lot of hollow points, and I did that on purpose. I think it should run everything, man. That's just my personal opinion. We got some Hornady, we got some Black Rambo ammo, some Liberty ammo, some Underwood. It's all types of stuff mixed in this mixed bag. All right, here we go. Start this mixed bag trial. All right, let's go. We're gonna aim at that. Right, let's see. Nice. I mean, no problem so far. Not a problem. Another bag of mixed bag. So let me talk the grade system one more time before I explain it. I'll make this quick. Each one of the categories, I rated from 1 to 10. You could get as high as 100. You get 100, it's a perfect gun. 0 to 59, it's not good at all. 60 to 69, it works. 70 to 79, it's a solid gun. 80 to 89, it's above average. 90 to 99, super awesome, highly recommended. Like, hey, it's the bomb.com. That's lame, but I said it. The reason I like to call this a practical scoring system is because I go on a per gun basis. Let's just say if I rate a Canic steel frame and it gets a 82, I rate Alpha Foxtrot Romulus and it gets a 79, which this didn't happen. I'm just using an example. You'd be like, Joe, so you're saying the Canic is better than the Romulus? No, each gun gets rated for what it is. So if it's a 2011, you know, we'll score it based on what it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to do, not overall, because Guns are different and meant to be different. Different sizes, different styles, different calibers, different types, you know, so it's a whole thing. So anyway, with no further ado, let's get into this on how the P10C ported checked out. For packaging, I gave it an 8. I felt like the packaging was really good. It could have been a 10 out of 10 for the packaging, but there was a couple things missing with me. It did not come with an optic plate, and you need a plate to be able to mount the optic on it. The upside to that is you can buy an optic plate for pretty much whatever footprint you want, RMR, RMSC, whatever. But at the end of the day, packaging got an 8. Build quality. Build quality was an 8 as well. The gun is built very well, feels really good. It's solid. It's a CZ. Features, I gave it an 8.5. The trigger I gave a 7. I've compared it to some other triggers, you know. It's better than a Glock trigger, you know, a stock Glock trigger, but not quite as good as a Canic trigger, right? So it's good, but not good. Reliability, 10 out of 10. The gun performed flawless, man. Not even an inkling of a malfunction known. 10 out of 10 for practical reliability. Availability, I gave it a 7. I haven't seen it a whole lot. Now, obviously, I was able to get it. Big shout out to Click Click Bang Firearms out there in Phoenix, Arizona for getting this over to the channel. You could find it, but it's not readily available everywhere. But I think it will be. Usage, 8. I probably could have went up a little bit because the gun is well-rounded, man. It's kind of a, it's a workhorse. It's kind of an all-around gun. So whatever you would use a Glock 19 for, I could see somebody concealed carrying this 1,000%. I might even decide to do that. I can see somebody using this for a duty firearm, a sidearm. I could see this being a bedside gun, a gun that's in the car. I could see this being a ranged toy. I can even go as far as seeing this being shot in the competition. I think this gun is well-rounded. I gave it an 8. Performance, 8.5. Gun performed well. The chunk port works. A lot of these guns that you get that's ported from the factory, there's only a couple that come to mind that's factory ported, that the ports actually work, and this is certainly one of them. Definitely reduced the recoil, really easy to stay on target. The performance, the accuracy, practical accuracy. Because sometimes when people say being accurate, how accurate do you need to be? You don't have to stack all the stocks on top of each other. You just need to be able to hit your target, right? And then brand reputation. So that's one of the areas that we changed up. We tweaked a little bit on the scoring system. It's CZ. I gave it an 8. And I'm gonna tell you why I gave it an 8, because I do this on a per firearm basis. To me, warranty goes into brand rep, right? So in terms of brand rep, CZ is amazing. But when it comes to, like, say, the warranty, when I was looking at it, it says it's 5 years on the gun, and, you know, it's lifetime on the barrel as long as you don't do no modifications and all of that. And I just be feeling like these firearms should just have a lifetime warranty as long as you don't do nothing crazy. I gave it an 8 for that, but hey, CZ got a great rep in terms of a brand. Bang for your buck, 9. I probably could have did 10. It's priced great. Right at that 500 bones, give or take. Sometimes you find a little lower, a little higher, but anywhere from, I say, 4.5 beans to 5.5 beans is a great bang for your buck for what you get in a ported, feature-rich, packaged heavy, brand reputation, great P10, great gun, great reputation, whole 9 yards, man. Yes, bang for your buck gets a 9 from me, man. So that totals up to 82 points. So when I bring up my thermometer, this is an above average firearm based on this practical scoring system. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the scoring system. If you own this gun, do you think I got it pretty accurate there? If you're looking to buy this gun, did I give you some information that was useful? Whatever it is, let me know, man. I appreciate you. Do me a favor, stay solid, it's free, and stay out the way. To the next one,